Hi everyone, this is a video response to Tattooed Doorman. I said I would get to it as soon as I can. Unfortunately, this is the only time I have. I just did a movie review, which I'm just quickly going to say I'll have that up soon, for Insidious. It's very short and sweet. It was before I went to the Death Star. But I did want to get this done because I'm afraid I won't have an opportunity to do it before the weekend. He posed a question about, he used a particular film for his example. That film is a Serbian film. He asked the question, why is it that some people, it's difficult to formulate. You need to, I'll leave a link to his video below. Just go watch and you'll see what questions he asks. But essentially it's, why are people considered sick, twisted for watching these kind of films? You know, you have a lot of people, obviously people go looking for reviews of said film, a film that they know has got a reputation, and when they find out that someone likes it, all of a sudden there's something wrong with them. Why would you watch something like that? Why would you like something like that? And I said, well, you know, I think for me that people either like or dislike this kind of thing or whatever. You know, it's just a matter of personal preference, sorry. Here's my thing. I am a devoted wife and mother. I'm a normal person. I'm not going out killing people. I might, you know, give people the middle finger salute from time to time, but I'm a pretty average girl. My obsession with horror began at an early age. I was 7 or so. And there are people that go, oh, you think, let me clarify this and just get it out in the open. I've had comments before where people have said, do you think that kind of crap doesn't happen? It happens all the time. Correct, you're right, it does. I mean, there murders, right now I'm talking on here, someone's watching this and someone's being murdered horrifically. That's the kind of world that we live in. Does it mean that I want people to be murdered? No, of course not. Of course it doesn't mean that. But the way that I view films like this is the same way I would view a roller coaster. If you're a roller coaster fanatic and you love that empty bottom out sensation of just falling straight down and you're looking for that monster ride, it's kind of what extreme horror is like. You watch one film, but you hear that there is another one that is even worse. And you think, really? Can it be that bad? And then you think, all right, I'm going to have to check it out. I'm going to have to see what this is all about. Will you enjoy it? Will you won't? It depends. You know, in my situation, I know my tolerance, and I know what I do and I don't like. What I mean by that is I do like extreme film. I do watch extreme film. I just got finished watching Splatter Naked Blood. That would have made enough people, some people, retch and be very sick. I also saw Chaos, which a lot of people disliked, Murder Set Pieces. I'm just naming off movies that you may know. And people were highly offended by these films, and honestly, I didn't see, really, truthfully, I mean, especially with like Murder Set Pieces, I didn't see what the big deal was, because I finally saw it and I was like, this is it. Now, there are other pieces of cinema, if you want to call them that, such as the August Underground, Mortem, Penance, so forth, that are much more extreme, much more hardcore. They are for some people and they are not for others. But therein comes your responsibility as a viewer. If you know it is something you are not going to like, if you know that there is a very strong possibility, and you can find out that information very easily via a Google search or a YouTube search, because chances are someone has reviewed the film, even if they try to remain spoiler-free, but to give you a warning about said material, if there is even the smallest chance that you're not going to like it, I'm not saying you can't say you don't like it, but I will say that you went in forewarned. And so going around bashing said film after you were warned about said film is kind of like bitching when you're told a dog bites and you think that you can pet it anyway because you're just that lucky person that can get away with stroking it on the head. That's all. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's the way I look at horror films. It's kind of funny. The reason I decided I was going to do this video is because I went to my video store tonight, and I got Hobo with Shotgun. Can't wait to watch that. But when I was in the video store, I was talking about a certain movie, which I'm going to be reviewing for the House of Horror, so I'm not going to say anything about it. But it's extreme, believe it or not, and they actually had it in there. It's Asian. And I was telling them about the premise of the film. And there was a man and a woman behind the counter. He's younger. He's in his 20s. I don't know if it was his girlfriend or not. But the look of sheer horror on their face when I told them what that movie was about, it was kind of funny. Sorry about that. My kid walked in. But anyway, the look of horror on their faces was just, it was kind of laughable. And then I said, well, from what I understand, that's nothing. I said, I just watched one the other day called Splatter Naked Blood. I was like, you can see it on, you can actually see the clip that I'm talking about on YouTube. And I said, she pulls her eyeball out with a fork. It's awesome. It was the best part of the entire damn movie. And if I could have had it, it was like Bruce Campbell in Army of Darkness when he sees the little eye and, oh dear God, it's growing bigger. I mean, it was just, and I was like, okay, bye. Now, granted, I was talking to these two people. They are not the individuals that I usually speak with at this video store. The one I told you about that enjoys Sick Twisted material as I do, he wasn't there. It was two other people, so I'm guessing they don't get into Sick Twisted stuff. Therefore, next time I go, I won't discuss Sick Twisted stuff with them. But that's my point. Some people enjoy more disturbing, more macabre things, be it in their music, be it in their film, be it in whatever. I have some people, and when I tell them I like Nine Inch Nails, they go, oh, I love Nine Inch Nails. And then I have other people, I'm sorry, there's a hair all over the place. Then I have other people who, I'll tell them I like Nine Inch Nails, and you listen to that Satan worshiping music, and we all know it's not. But I mean, that's just my point. I mean, people always have a varying opinion on what it is that you watch, what you witness, what you do. As a matter of fact, I have certain family members who think just because, God forbid, I got on black and, I wear black predominantly and I have tattoos that I'm goth, and I'm thinking to myself, no, I just like black and tattoos. So it's very easy to label people. So I would say that the reason people do it is because they themselves just don't understand it. I mean, if I were to take a perfect example, Splatter Naked Blood, and I'm going to hurry, I don't want this to be long, but if I were to take that movie over to my parents' house and put it in the player, and my father saw it, he would probably try to have me committed. He watches old John Wayne, and I watch it along with him, but I know for a fact he and my mother, they would be like, they probably would call the police and want to know where the hell I got the film, because they're not even aware stuff like this exists. I mean, so certain people just don't like it, other people do. I would just say that when it comes to sick films, we're not sick people. We're normal. You wouldn't even know it by looking at us that we enjoy the darker side of entertainment. It's just what we do. And some of us, again, have limits. I don't like vomit. I don't like scat. I don't like that Japanese stuff with fish and whatnot. But I do watch disturbing stuff, and I've seen some disturbing things, and I will continue to seek out and to watch future films of this genre because I enjoy them. I like exploitation movies, so sue me. So there you go, Tattooed Doorman. There is my response. For those of you who have watched this and have decided that I'm demented in the head and thou must leave, I understand. Say a prayer for me, although I'm pretty sure my soul is safe. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.